He was just a teacher, quietly inspiring students in a small classroom, overlooked by everyone, until Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson revealed his hidden heroism. Who was this man? And why did his story bring tears to so many? Stick around to find out. This tale will change how you see everyday heroes. It's Monday, June 30th, 2025, 6:51 p.m. plus 300, and the sun is setting over Willow Creek, a quaint California town. Inside Willow Creek High School, the history classroom hums with the scent of old books and chalk dust. Maps of post-war peace treaties line the walls, and the chalkboard displays notes on 21st century peace movements. Ethan Brooks, 38, stands at the front, a history teacher with a gentle demeanor. His gray shirt is slightly wrinkled, his khakis worn, and his smile ever present. Students call him Mr. Brooks, drawn to his engaging lessons and quiet wisdom. But to the world, he's just another face in the crowd. Ethan scribbles a peace agreement on the board, answering a student's question about global unity with patience. The bell rings and the room empties, but Ethan lingers, gathering his notes. The townsfolk know him as a dedicated teacher, but his past? That's a mystery no one bothers to unravel. The next morning, the school buzzes with excitement. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson arrives, invited to promote a new film shoot nearby. Dressed in a black jacket and jeans, his muscular frame and warm grin light up the hallway. Students swarm, phones out for selfies, as he tours with the principal. They step into Ethan's classroom, where he's prepping a lesson on peacekeeping history. Ethan offers a calm nod and continues, unfazed by the celebrity in his midst. Dwayne settles into a back row seat, captivated by Ethan's passion. He speaks of peacekeepers rebuilding hope in conflict zones, his voice carrying a depth that silences the room. Dwayne notices the intensity in Ethan's eyes, something beyond textbooks. After the lesson, Dwayne thanks him, but a question lingers. Who is this guy? Afternoon rolls in, and a fire alarm blares through the school. At first, it's dismissed as a drill, but smoke wafts from the cafeteria, an electrical fault sparking flames. Panic erupts. Students rush the halls. Teachers shout over the chaos. In his classroom, Ethan remains steady. He lines up his students with swift commands, guiding them to the exit. But a young girl, terrified, freezes near the door as smoke thickens. Without hesitation, Ethan sprints to her, scooping her into his arms. He carries her through the haze, shielding her face, and reaches safety just as the fire crew arrives. Until they take over, he directs other staff, ensuring every child is accounted for. Students and teachers gape, some in tears, but Ethan just pats the girl's head and steps back. Dwayne, watching from the hall, is struck. Those moves, calm, authoritative, weren't just a teacher's instinct, they were trained. With the fire contained, Dwayne finds Ethan in the school courtyard, checking on students. "Ethan, that was incredible," he says, grinning. "Where'd you learn to handle that?" Ethan pauses, his gaze dropping. "Old habit," he mutters, brushing it off. But Dwayne presses. "Come on, man. That wasn't luck. You commanded that scene like a pro. What's your story?" Ethan exhales, his shoulders tensing. "Nobody needs to know," he says, but Dwayne's earnest look softens him. "All right," Ethan relents, voice low. "I was a volunteer peacekeeper in my youth, early 2010s, Africa, conflict zone. I saved lives but lost my team in an ambush. Couldn't forgive myself. Teaching, it's my way of honoring them, giving kids hope." Ethan's revelation sticks with Dwayne. A few days later, he returns to the school, catching Ethan after class. "Ethan," he says, "you're trying to bury those days, but that courage is still in you. Why hide it?" Ethan falls silent, then speaks, his voice cracking. Every life I save reminds me of the ones I lost. I fought for peace, but war always won. Dwayne nods thoughtfully. Maybe peace can start with you again. This town needs your story. Ethan looks skeptical, but Dwayne's belief plants a seed. That night, Ethan digs out an old photo, him with his peacekeeping team, smiling, full of hope, tears blurring the edges. A week later, an announcement ripples through the school, a Peace Day event organized by Dwayne and Ethan. On July 7th, 2025, the schoolyard transforms. Booths display student peace projects, families gather, and a stage is set. Dwayne calls Ethan on stage, sharing his story, the ambush, the loss, the choice to teach. This man, Dwayne declares, turned pain into purpose, inspiring you all. Students erupt in applause, some hugging Ethan, tears in their eyes. He struggles to speak, then finds his voice. I owe it to my team to keep their peace alive, he says. Dwayne launches a fundraiser for peace education resources, uniting the community around Ethan's legacy. By late July, the schoolyard blooms with change. Peace Day's impact lingers. New murals, thriving projects, a sense of unity. Ethan still teaches, but with a newfound peace. Dwayne visits one last time, gifting him a small medal engraved with Peacekeeper. This is your legacy, he says. Ethan takes it, eyes moist. Thank you, he whispers. The story ends with Ethan and students painting a peace mural, laughter filling the air. Dwayne's voiceover closes. Real heroes build peace from the ashes of war. Ethan Brooks is proof of that. Have you ever met a quiet hero like Ethan? Someone who turned their pain into purpose? Share their story in the comments and tell us where you're watching from. If this tale inspired you, hit that subscribe button, like, and share to keep these stories alive. Join us next time for another epic journey with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.